first in high definition from the station on your side. This is WAVY News 10.
A baby boy is dead. His mother behind bars in Virginia Beach, charged with child abuse and neglect. I'm Andy Fox in for Tom Shad.
And I'm Stephanie Harris. Nicole Livis will be joining us in just a bit. Court documents show Shaniqua Jones brought her 19-month-old son to the hospital Sunday night. Police say the boy was not breathing when the family arrived. 10 on your side's Ann McNamara is digging into this investigation. And what'd you find?
Stephanie, an emergency room doctor is the one who declared the boy dead, and police say those doctors at the hospital, they found bruises all over the boy's body. Police say Shaniqua Jones brought her 19-month-old son to Virginia Beach General Hospital late Sunday night. Police say the boy was not breathing when he arrived and had bruises on his chest, stomach, arms, legs, and head, all consistent with abuse. The next day, police charged Jones with child neglect and abuse and searched her apartment in Virginia Beach. A search warrant shows police did not take anything from the home. 10 on your side knocked on Jones's door Friday afternoon, but there was no answer. Neighbors say they did not know the family well because they hadn't lived there very long. A representative from the leasing office tells 10 on your side the Joneses moved here in early September. On Jones's Facebook page Friday, a message posted for her son, R.I.P. God Mommy loves you and you will be truly missed. Jones is being held in Virginia Beach City Jail without bond. A police spokesman says Jones has at least one other child, but he does not know who is caring for the child tonight. Police say typically when a parent is arrested, Child Protective Services will look for a family member to care for children before the agency finds care for them. I'm Ann McNamara, 10 on your side.
A high school junior is the victim of Newport News' latest homicide. Police called to the 3300 block of Roanoke Avenue around 6 this morning, and that's where they found 16-year-old Christopher Sutherland dead. But police say neighbors heard gunshots last night and did not call 911. 10 on your side's Ava Hurdle is live at police headquarters with that story.
Andy, right now investigators say they need the public's help in trying to find a killer. The body of Christopher Sutherland was found in the 3300 block of Roanoke Avenue, but police think he was actually shot a half block away. Shot in the abdominal area, likely shot last night, but police didn't get a call until Friday morning.
If it happened at 10 o'clock last night and, 8 hours later, we get notified. So we're like already 8 hours behind the curve in the investigation. Not to mention the fact again that had this young man been found sooner, is there a possibility he may have survived?
Police say Sutherland was an 11th grader at Heritage High School where grief counselors were posted throughout the day. Students say Sutherland was smart, a good person, and many just saw him yesterday at school. They don't know what led to this deadly shooting. They just know their friend is gone and their prayers go out to his family. Now, Sutherland's body was taken to the medical examiner's office for an autopsy. Police ask anyone with information to call the crime line number. We're live in Newport News. Ava Hurdle, 10 on your side.
Suffolk police say the suspect in a cold case homicide is behind bars. U.S. Marshals arrested Lonnie Lee Bowers Jr. in the Washington, D.C. area. Detectives say Bowers killed Carl Turner in 1997 at a park on Halifax Street. Suffolk police say Bowers was featured on a fugitive website hosted by the TV show America's Most Wanted. Investigators say that website helped capture him.
To Currituck County we go. Deputies there arrested a school employee for sex crimes involving a child. 42-year-old Michael Carter, the man here, is charged with indecent exposure and indecent liberties. The sheriff's office says the crimes happened in 2006. Carter turned himself in yesterday and bonded out. Carter is transportation director for Currituck County Schools. A news release from the school district says the allegations are unrelated to his employment and he is suspended with pay.
The Gloucester County Sheriff's Office is looking for the suspect in a restaurant robbery. Investigators say a man with a gun came in the back door of the Great Wall on Market Drive around 9 o'clock last night. He demanded that an employee open the register. Then the suspect ran out with cash. No one was hurt.
Now some good news. The USS Ponce made her final return home to Naval Station Norfolk this afternoon. The Ponce and crew of 28 officers and 332 sailors completed a victory lap and a final visit to her namesake city in Puerto Rico. The ship will be decommissioned in March. During her 41-year career, the ship participated in 31 major operations and earned 11 unit awards.
A monumental moment in the drawdown of the Iraq War. The U.S. military handed over control of Camp Victory to the Iraqi government. The base at the edge of Baghdad used to be headquarters for American troops in Iraq. It was home to 46,000 at the height of the surge. The U.S. military planned the course of the war from inside the palace walls built by Saddam Hussein.
I think it's a very significant and symbolic transition because it represents how the U.S. forces are going to, in fact, do exactly what we say.
Under Saddam's rule, Camp Victory was used as a country club for the Baghdad elite. U.S. troops interrogated and guarded Hussein at the complex before he was executed in 2006. Well, it's been a really chilly week, but there's warmer weather in our forecast.
And 10 on your sides, Chief Meteorologist Don Slater is standing by in the Super Doppler 10 Weather Center with details. Don?
It warmed up a little bit today. It wasn't a bad day at all after a chilly start. Temperature dropped into the low 30s pretty universally throughout the area, even toward the coastline. And it looked cold out there, but then you stepped outside today. It wasn't too bad, especially by the time you got home you're getting home from work or getting home from school. It'd show you our week. Again, it's been chilly Wednesday and Thursday, especially 54, but 62 today. For tomorrow, we're looking at 56 degrees. It'll drop on down a bit, but way back up there again coming up for Sunday. Right now, our temperatures have cooled on down. We had a little wind shift line, which has dropped through the area in the past couple of hours. It's dropped our temperatures slightly. And overnight, here's what we're expecting into the first part of the day tomorrow. It's going to drop on down into the upper 30s, low 40s. And then during the day tomorrow, look at this at noon, 56, 55, 50, 58 degrees. So not too bad. And by 3 o'clock in the afternoon, around 55 to 57 degrees. But we got beautiful weather right now, and it's going to be a beautiful weekend ahead. We'll fill in all the blanks for you. It'll be coming up with our forecast in a few minutes.
The man robbed after answering a Craigslist ad speaks only to 10 on your side. How you can learn from what happened to him. Next.
The skies over the peninsula are about to light up, and so is this big tree here. I'm Nicole Livis in Newport News. I'll have a live report from Holly Dazzle coming up.
All right, Nicole, thanks. And everyone on this packed bus is hoping to witness history. They pulled away from Norfolk today and on the road right now. And we'll tell you exactly where all these wonderful people are going coming up next.
You're watching WAVY News 10 at 5 with Tom Shad, Nicole Livis, and Super Doppler 10 Chief Meteorologist Don Slater.
Well, here's the matchup right here. The Old Dominion football team will play Georgia Southern tomorrow in the second round of the NCAA FCS playoffs.
Freshman phenom Taylor Heineke from Georgia is going home to Georgia, a hero. It's another history-making event for the Monarchs, who just returned to football 3 years ago, and they're already in the playoffs. And, of course, the fans are thrilled about their team's success this season.
Yeah, it's really exciting. Not everybody's able to make tomorrow's big game, however. 10 on your sides. Chris Reckling caught up with a few lucky Monarchs who are on the road as we speak.
Test, test. Hello, everybody. My name's George Spalding. I'll be your driver down to Savannah on this trip.
High noon at the TED, and it's time to settle in and prepare for a long ride south. Captain George Spalding at the wheel.
Driving time down to Savannah will be 7 hours and 27 minutes, 482 miles according to the GPS.
34 fans and cheerleaders boarded this bus bound for Savannah, Georgia. And the price was right, $275. And these fans get round-trip transportation, a ticket to the big game, and a hotel for the night.
Can't beat it. I have a large truck. It would cost me about $100, $125 just for gas alone. Average hotel is about $130 down there.
They left at noon, and with several rest stops and a dinner break, they would reach their destination by 9 tonight.
Okay, I'm gonna date myself. I was the ticket manager in 1980, and I did an 18-hour bus ride with the fans to see the Lady Monarchs win the national championship for the second year in a row, so this is a piece of cake.
So a trip for these fans would cost a few dollars and take a few hours out of their day, but no big deal.
We would miss it at all. just for anything, really. It's a big deal.
I just wanted to be a part of making history.
And for them to make it this far, the first year in the conference when they definitely weren't expected to do this well is pretty eye-opening experience.
In Norfolk, Chris Reckling reporting.
That is a big bus.
And that is a good deal. $275.
What a
Man.
deal. I mean, you get round trip and you get the hotel room.
Why aren't we on the bus?
Gosh, I wish I were. I'll tell you that right now. Look for more on the big game tonight at 6 during the sports wrap. Everyone's really excited. It's a big time for everyone.
Yeah, and if you want to watch that game tomorrow at 1 o'clock, go to wavy.com, and we're going to post a link right there on our homepage for you.
And Ticketmaster could owe you a refund.
Why the company has to pay back customers and how you can claim your money.
And Chopper 10 is high above City Center at Oyster Point in Newport News, getting ready for Holly Dazzle, entertainment, food, shopping. It all starts soon. I'm Nicole Livas. We'll have a live report coming up.
She's somewhere in there. Here's a look at what's going on in terms of our temperatures last night. That's how cold we got. 30, 31, 32 degrees into the area. Not quite as cold for tonight. We'll tell you what's going on now for Holly Dazzle in terms of the temperatures and our forecast for the weekend in just a few minutes.
I always love this time of season.
It's great.
Oh my gosh, it's great. The holidays are starting to shine in Newport News. Holly Dazzle kicks off in less than an hour at City Center at Oyster Point.
Yeah, Chopper 10 is live above the event, and 10 on your sides. Nicole Livas is on the ground. She is in the middle of all the excitement. There she is right there. Nicole, looks like a lot of fun and nice and warm weather for you.
Oh, it's not too bad. I'm just trying to make sure I can hear you so you see me with this in my hand because the audio's fading in and out. But let's take a look at what we have here. Oh, look, pretty, pretty. It's purple behind me now. That's something new. And you see the water out there. That big tree you see is going to be lit up at about 8 o'clock tonight. We have Renee Papernak from the City of Newport News, one of the organizers for this. Tell me, this is my first Holly Dazzle. What can folks expect?
They can expect to be completely amazed. This is the best fireworks show in Hampton Roads, probably the state of Virginia. I mean, this is like what you see at Disney World. It's not a regular fireworks show. We have lights and special effects, all the holiday music, and you stand all around the fountain. We have floating islands, exploding of fireworks. It is a sight to behold, and everybody should come out here tonight.
And this is City Center at Oyster Point, so there are shops here, there are restaurants, it's all kind of stuff to do while you wait.
Yes, we have entertainment and free make-and-take crafts for kids. You have plenty to do. The activities start at 6, all leading up to the fireworks show, and we light the gorgeous 45-foot tree here, too.
Yeah, what can you tell us about the tree here? It is pretty.
It's a very special tree because it changes colors and stripes and everything. And actually this year it'll be synced to holiday music even. So after the fireworks show, you can hang around and see it perform its own show to holiday music all through the holidays here at City Center.
And what about parking? I know some people are afraid to come out here because there will be a lot of people. I mean, folks, as you see, are already starting to gather.
Yes, we have a tremendous crowd here, but fortunately at Cannon of Virginia, we use their parking lot. They're nice enough to let us use that, and we have free shuttle service. So when you get off the interstate, we have signs that direct you to Cannon. You just park there, you take the free shuttle over that runs all evening, and you come in and don't have the stress and enjoy the wonderful show.
All right, well, you guys still have time to come out here. The event kicks off at like 6, but we won't light things up until about 8 o'clock. Correct?
Yep.
All right, so here you go. City Center at Newport News, Oyster Point. Come out here and enjoy the fun at Holly Dazzle.
Wow, it already looks beautiful even without the fireworks. Can't wait for that show.
I'll tell you who looks beautiful out there, Nicole.
Oh, Andy, what do you want?
Nicole Live is always beautiful. Thank you very much, Nicole. We'll check back with you. Holly Dazzle kicks off at 6 and goes until 9 at City Center at Oyster Point in Newport News.
Of course, the fireworks will fill the sky at 8:45. And Andy, I think you need to say something to your wife, Joan.
I do. Happy anniversary.
That's
honey.
right. You're
16
beautiful
years.
too, Joan.
16 years. How about that? And as it gets colder, 10 on Your Side is helping children in Hampton Roads stay warm with our annual Coats for Kids program. Needy families can pick up 1 coat per child this Saturday from 9 to 1. You can find donation and distribution sites by dialing the 10 on Your Side hotline 673-5310 and choosing option number 9. Make sure your children are with you when you pick up the coats. Again, that number is 673-5310 and choose option number 9.
The windstorm that blew through the west coast has finally calmed down, but thousands in Southern California are still without power. Many streets, schools, and businesses are closed. Millions of dollars worth of property is destroyed. Griffith Park, home to the Hollywood sign, it's shut down. The National Weather Service reports gusts of 97 miles an hour blasted through the Los Angeles area at the height of this storm.
Now, in high definition, your Super for 10 forecast with Chief Meteorologist Don Slater.
And it wasn't so much of a storm, but the Santa Ana winds. They come roaring out of the canyons there and roaring on down toward the ocean. Now, taking a look at what the winds are doing there now. Since we covered this yesterday, it was really big news. They were still getting some wind, but the winds aren't really gusting over about 15 miles an hour. You can see in the kind of pink-purple colors where they're getting a little bit higher winds up toward the Malibu area. And they get those anytime, really, up into that part of the world. And temperatures there around 61, 62, 66. And we didn't do too badly either. We were in the low 60s today across much of the area, and we've got a great weekend ahead. It's cooled down a little bit for right now. You'll note that there's a little line of cloud cover which is dropping on through. You can barely see it right on into here across the Outer Banks. That's a little shot of cooler air that's moving in overnight and for the day tomorrow, but it'll warm right back on up again for Sunday. We'll start to see a few clouds by later on in the day Sunday. And I think Monday, a lot more cloud cover, but this rain is not likely to show up until Tuesday night or even more likely Wednesday before we start to see this finally pop on into the area with a good solid shot of rain. Got a great weekend ahead. That's the big story for right now. I want to show you again that little line of clouds. You'll be able to see it right on into there. You can see it moving on through. That's a little wind shift line, and a couple of hours from now, it's going to drop even farther southeastward. North winds at 5 to 10 miles an hour at 9 o'clock, becoming northeasterly for the day tomorrow. Now, tomorrow's going to be one of those days with a northeasterly wind and not very light wind. So anywhere along the bayfront or oceanfront areas, it'll likely be a little bit cooler than farther inland. We're going to see lots of sunshine, so the sun is going to warm us up. However, with the air coming in off that 55-degree water, it'll tend to cool us down just a bit during the day tomorrow. 10 to 15 mile an hour winds at the noon hour and more of an east-northeasterly wind by the end of the day for tomorrow. Now we move on into Sunday morning, 5 to 10 mile an hour winds, north winds at 5 to 10, and finally becoming a bit northeasterly, and we'll warm up on Sunday, even with a little bit of cloud cover moving in by the latter part of the day for Sunday. Now, right now throughout the area, here's what we've got going on. Beautiful evening. Not much wind at all into the area. Clear skies, 53, 56, 53 degrees. Our low last night in Norfolk, 33. Anywhere inland, it was even colder than that. 62 degrees was our high, and again, temperatures basically into the upper 40s and low 50s for right now, mid-50s for right now into the area. It'll drop a few more degrees as Holly Dazzle really kicks off on the peninsula. There's last night's temperatures, 30 to 33, 25 inland. Not nearly as cold tonight, but a little on the chilly side. We'll see temperatures into the 30s to around the 40-degree mark. Move up to the peninsula, it'll be around 35 to 40. Middle Peninsula, Northern Neck, Eastern Shore, around 35, 38 degrees. Nice day though tomorrow. A little cooler, 56. Back up to 63 on Sunday with a few clouds later in the day, 66, 68, and the rain holds off until late Tuesday night and through the first part of the day Wednesday.
'Tis the season to shop.
And apparently 'tis the season to shoplift. Shoplifting is up. The #1 item people are stealing might kind of surprise you.
And coming up at 5:30, hear why a new problem with driver's side airbags caused Honda to expand a recall on some models. Beautiful picture there in Hampton from Holly Dazzle, and courtesy of Chopper 10. Thank you, John Massey.
Great job he does. Fantastic. The holidays are all about spreading cheer, and social networking seems like the perfect venue.
Yeah, but make sure you're not giving away too much information, especially about the gifts you give or the ones you receive.
Cyber-savvy criminals are very savvy during Christmas time, and they're looking for things like that, clues that say, instead of casing the neighborhood, just case the online neighborhood.
And speaking of gift giving, a Facebook page or a Twitter link forwarded by a friend, it may appear to have the deal of the season, but give it another look.
And scammers can create pages that look just like a legitimate retailer, and the end result won't be what you bargained for. It could be a virus. And 1 out of every 11 people who walk into a store walk out with something they didn't pay for. So what are they stealing? It's amazing what they're stealing. According to Adweek, listen to this, folks. The top shoplifted item is filet mignon.
Gotta eat.
Number 2, Jameson whiskey. Followed by electric tools. The iPhone 4, I can't believe that's not number 1, and other electronics, and Gillette Mach 4 razor blades. Now, we posted a list of the top 10 shoplifted items in 2011 on WAVY.com, and they will surprise you.
Oh, my goodness. Well, you purchased tickets from Ticketmaster. If you have, you could be eligible for a refund. It's part of a settlement in a class action lawsuit that claimed Ticketmaster's pricing was deceptive, and it didn't disclose certain fees. To get the refund, you must have purchased tickets on Ticketmaster.com between October 21st, 1999 and October 19th of this year. Now, that purchase must have included an order processing fee. You'll find a link for details on WAVY.com. Your $1.50 refund for each purchase will not be in the form of cash, though. Your credit will apply to future ticket purchases.
And a Georgia dog is truly man's best friend.
He wasn't content just being out himself. He was not giving up until we all came outside.
Why this puppy is credited with saving the lives of a family.
And park goers uncover an ancient mystery right here in Virginia. Now they want to know the story behind the mysterious pyramid they found.
33 years ago, we had a simple idea. Make the best vehicles in America and once a year offer them with special savings. Today, it's a phenomenon. Toyotathon is back with incredible deals on a full selection of new Toyotas. Like Corolla and RAV4. Get 0% APR financing or lease a fuel-efficient Corolla for as little as $169 a month or lease a new RAV4 for only $189 a month. Others have tried to copy it, but in the end, there's only one. Toyotathon, the biggest and best sales event of the year, is going on now.
This year, give yourself the gift of a Cox bundle and bring all your devices to life. It's an unbeatable package of Cox's best services. With advanced TV, high-speed internet, and digital telephone, you'll get a great bundle and save a bundle. What a deal! You won't find a better deal on the latest and greatest technology. You get Cox Advanced TV with TV Online, so you can watch your favorite networks anywhere, anytime. Cox High-Speed Internet, rated fastest in America by PCMag.com. And Cox Digital Telephone, with the lowest prices for home phone service. Get the most out of all your devices. Order a Cox bundle today and get advanced TV, high-speed internet, and digital telephone, all for a great value. Just call, click, or come by. And remember, the best deals are online. So wrap up the savings on a bundle this holiday. From Cox.
Amherst University is
News Chopper 10, always on your side. Presented by See-Through Windows.
I didn't know you could play this game in slow motion.
Want to play for your McNuggets?
Watch this. Ladies first.
the simple joy of keeping it old school. Everyone wants those classic made with white meat McNuggets. And now get 20 for $4.99, only at McDonald's.
Hey, it works every time.
A Georgia family credits its puppy with saving their lives. The 6-month-old boxer named Ollie smelled a gas leak and alerted them.
Through the kitchen to the living room and stops and runs right back out the door. And he comes back in and forth through the kitchen for 4 or 5 minutes and nudges Cherie's leg like he's trying to tell us something.
His face just got more serious, and I said, let's just follow him outside and see. And he, as we opened the door, like he went out a little bit, and we're like still in the house. But then he would come back and go back and forth until we finally followed him outside.
Now, apparently the fire went out in their gas log fireplace, and gas was still leaking. Thanks to Ollie, they cut the gas, and no one was hurt.